Hey, buy no buyers. If you're like the two of us, we have some kids, and I'm always worried about the kids in the car and being out somewhere and not having the supplies they need. And so one of the things that I was looking for was first aid kits that I could just throw in the back of their car and they would have them. They're kind of expensive.
They are.
You know, and I know it's cheaper if you build it all yourself, if you buy the gauze separate and this separate and that.
Well, I guess if you're doing multiples, I don't know.
But this one I really liked because it was red and it's easy to see, in the back of a car. It's got these cute little handles if they need it. And so for me, I've got one for my current kid who's driving, and I'm getting another one for my other one who's working on driving. And I want to show you, this came from Temu, and this was $13.50. $13.13. And I figured let me try Temu's to see what they had versus the Walmart one. They all look like they're made the same places. I cannot tell you how much stuff this had in it, and actually, I'm so impressed with it. And part of the reason I'm so impressed is the different medicines and stuff have expiration dates on them.
Right.
And I do appreciate that because it's like, how do you tell? And if you just, take a bunch of aspirin out of a thing and put it in a little bag, you can't tell.
You can't tell what it is.
And I don't want my kids going around with little bags of pills in their cars, right?
That's
a bad idea.
But don't want children doing that.
This one has all kinds of stuff. Let me try to walk through some of the things that it does have here. So it does have a set of just the regular bandages, which is just gauze bandage that if you need, you tie around.
There's 3 of them?
No, I think there's 4 actually, isn't there? What is this? Is this one too? Yes, and they're actually in different sizes, which is kind of nice. And then they have this other gauze stuff, I forget what you call it, that self-sticks to itself. It's, oh my gosh, there's how many of them?
Yeah, there's two different sizes actually.
Two different sizes.
There's 2 different sizes and there's 3 of each one of them.
And then this is that stuff that like, when you get a shot or you get blood drawn and you put that
sticks
around.
To itself.
Yeah, and so if you have the gauze, you can still stick it around with this. It has this little thing, which is a tourniquet little thing. Which is nice. It had the tweezers. And I wouldn't have thought to include this in my kits, but it has safety pins.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It has this different tape, which is, I guess, for the gauze. It's like the gauze, the medical tape.
Yes.
If you want to secure it that way. We couldn't believe when we saw this one, right?
Oh, I'm not sure. I have to look it up. I don't know why you would have a whistle.
It's got a whistle.
I don't know if you're in that much. If you're in trouble and you need a whistle, are you gonna find your emergency kit?
I don't know.
Open it up and find the whistle.
If you're lost and I don't know, but it's got a whistle in it. I just thought that was kind of.
Yeah, I guess if you're camping, right, or you're lost.
Maybe if you're camping.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
if you're camping and you're lost in the woods somewhere and you have a first aid kit, the whistle probably would come in handy.
It would.
I have never seen one in a first aid kit before. Have you guys ever seen one?
Will it scare away a bear?
I don't think so. Let's not test that, shall we? I do not think so.
I don't want to test it out.
Here's another gauze. This one's even larger size. It has one of these space blankets, those emergency blankets, so if you're really cold. These things actually really, really work. So I'm impressed that it has one of those.
It's in centimeters. Awesome. It's 130 centimeters by 210 centimeters. I don't know what that works out to.
We'll figure it out. We'll do the math. This is another band. Oh, this is actually, what do you call that? Where you, like if you break your arm and you put it in, a sling.
A sling.
It's like
that's the word. A sling.
It's like a sling for your arm or something. Again, I don't know that I've ever seen that in a first aid kit before. Maybe I've just been buying the wrong first aid kits. I don't know. This is for burns. Yeah. So I'm sure it's because it's sealed so well that it's there. It's got the scissors that they use, like if you're cutting off clothes and other stuff. So those funky shaped scissors, so you don't hurt anybody as you're trying to cut them.
Yeah, because it's got
that's a good thing, right?
Yep.
Do no harm. It's got Q-tips, 80 little Q-tips in it, right?
There you go.
And then it has like these external soapy wipes. Like what do you? This is another name for these things, and I cannot think of what it's called. The little hand towels, right? The little wet wipes.
Wet wipes. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, like Buffalo Wild Wings has them. Sterile gauze pad. It has several of those, and then it has all these Band-Aids. Like these are the ones. I don't know if you can see. You're not gonna be able to see.
They're
those.
the ones
that go over your finger, right? If you do something, there's these that look. I don't even know what those are.
There's different shapes. There's just not the normal Band-Aid.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different things.
Oh, those are the normal Band-Aids.
These are the normal Band-Aids. But That's a crazy lot of
Yeah.
stuff for $13.13.
And there's enough room in here that if you needed anything additional, you could put it in there.
Yes, I'll probably go to, you know, Walmart and Walgreens. Then they sell those little like Advil and stuff in like the individual packets.
Yep.
And
The
so
little sample size.
yes, so I'll probably supplement this a little bit with some of those.
Yeah.
What else would you recommend that I include for this?
What would you put in your kit?
Yeah, we're in Texas, so we have to be really careful with the heat. So we can't put stuff that's heat sensitive. So that's the only consideration.
Yeah. Because there's no medicine in here, but
yeah,
something
like,
for bug bite, right?
What is that called? Mosquito bite or no bite?
Yeah.
Yeah, or
something
like Neosporin, something like that. If there's something else you would recommend I put in, let me know. But for $13.13, man, this was a smoking start for a first aid kit for my kids.
Yeah. All right.
All right, as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.